Peace, family. Peace. We are now live. We are now live. Shout to everybody in the chat room waiting. Appreciate y'all for coming out to the show. It's gonna be a great show as usual. And let me see. Uh Kimberly nosy as hell. You nosy. Kimberly, like, did y'all get your life report for signing up for some Kimberly, you nosy as hell. Kimberly, like, is it true? Did y'all really get it? Yeah, a lot of them. They all have it actually. Before we even start, they all have it going out yet. Most of them have gone out. So if you didn't get it, you're definitely Oh, Kimberly. Oh, you got okay. That's why you asked it, Kimberly, because you signed up. Okay, okay. Yeah, they I thought you was just being nosy, Kimberly. My fault. They all didn't go out yet, Kimberly. But email me, give me your name and birth date again, and I'll make sure I send it out to Aquarius again because we got another batch going out tomorrow. Uh, okay, okay. All right, y'all. So listen, we're about to get started. Get comfortable. Tell your friends, hit the like button. Let's get to a few commercials. We're gonna have a great show tonight, and we'll be right back, family.
Hey there! Had a bad dream? I have dreams too. Some parts are scary and some parts are fun. Always remind yourself, it's only a dream and everything will be okay. I had a dream about being in a forest too. Check it out, my pet Petey was with me. Order your copy of Kayla Petey and the Forest on Amazon today.
Hey family, this is King Simon. Don't forget, Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Etoy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Capunia Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the international numero beta. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the numero beta. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
All right, family. So let me turn this up. Is that turning it up? Yeah, family. I'm glad you're here. The name of the show, the path of a modern mystic. And living in these modern times, there's certain things you got to do. And if you're going to be in this game, if you're going to be in this magical, on this frequency, and these ancient sciences were left to us for a reason. So I just want to take time out to not only thank Aquarius Maximus for putting me on personally to Cardology, because I didn't really know anything about it until I met her, but also King Simon, Lloyd Strayhorn, Rod Cool, Sister Myra, everybody that's out there that is resurrecting the ancient sciences to modern man and modern woman. I mean, my respect goes to y'all. These are very important, family. The tarot readers out there, all of y'all. These are very important and they are life changing. I say it over and over again, family. King Simon helped me out a lot over the course of the last 10 to 15 years, just telling me things about myself when I needed to hear it the most, because these are reminders of who you are. Like I said in the first show, we could get confused with the avatar sometimes, and then here comes Aquarius Maximus. No, that ain't you, nigga. This is you. This is who you are, and it changes your whole energy. So thank you to all the readers and the people who work with the mystic sciences that are resurrecting. We definitely need it. Aquarius Maximus, welcome back to the show, sis.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. The people are loving the life reports so far. The people who gotten them, they're having a good time. They're having a good time with him.
That's awesome.
I just want to show y'all real quick. Oh no, I'll show y'all later. All right. So Aquarius, what we talking about today? I know there's a couple of things you want to touch on. What's this? You want to touch on? Let's start with the harvest season. Are we in a season that where it's extra powerful for manifesting? Is that what that means?
Absolutely.
Oh
We're
man,
getting ready
please.
to go into September. September is a King of Diamonds month.
Mm-hmm.
It is the 9th month of the year and is representative of the harvest. So some people look at it and they see harvest season and they're just thinking, well, that just applies to agriculture. No, it's karmic.
Mm.
So this is also the time, this is Jewish harvest season as well, right? And this is when they're supposed to reconcile their debts,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is something that is ancient energy, and it is attached to the nine. Nine is the number of fulfillment, right? So this is like supposed to be the it. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the sum of the work you put in. So for some people, it may be a harvest based on the work that they put in this year. For other people, it may be a harvest based on the work they put in over the last 7 years. So it all depends on your individual cycle. Like, for instance, I'm at the end of a 7-year cycle. My birthday represents the last year of a 7-year cycle for me. So this harvest is pretty big for me. So I've been looking forward to this harvest for a long time, actually,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the harvest can come to you in many ways, but of course, because it's a King of Diamonds month,
Mm-hmm.
we're mainly looking for it to come to us in the way of money, resources, etc. You know what I mean? And you can kind of tell in cardology what your harvest is going to look like. So like, for instance, if you're looking in your yearly spread and you see a King of Diamonds, that could represent what your harvest is going to look like. Like this year, I had a King of Diamonds in Saturn. So Saturn represents the crystallization of things, it makes things real. So the King of Diamonds is my higher king card. I am a King of Diamonds. The part of my name is a King of Diamonds. So this harvest season is I'm supposed to be giving birth to who I am as a business person, a King of Diamonds. So I was really looking forward to this harvest season. It can be personal, it can be universal. You do see a lot of changes. That's why we see a lot of erratic changes take place with the markets in October,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Because the markets in October are following harvest season. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
got their harvest. Some people don't have a harvest. Some people lose, and other people gain.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we start spending. So then you got November, you got shopping season. All of this stuff kicks off in September, King of Diamonds month.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the cards that's been real prevalent this year is the Two of Diamonds, because the last full moon in Aquarius took place on the Two of Diamonds. This harvest moon, full moon, is taking place on the Two of Diamonds. So those are serious. The Two of Diamonds deals with money and it deals with love.
Mm-hmm.
So some people's harvest might be a new relationship or might be the solidification of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Another person's harvest may be, a business, their business taking off, the
Mm-hmm.
next level of their business or new partnership. So this is a really, really good harvest month coming up, and you should look out for that.
Excellent. And for those who are asking, let me I'm sharing a link. We're having a Cardology Masterclass September 3rd, hosted by Aquarius Maximus, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. A good amount of y'all have already signed up. I advise all of y'all to get your tickets, virtual tickets, early, because so there won't be any confusion if you try to get it an hour before or whatever. But a lot of y'all are asking, will we still be doing life reports? And I didn't know how important it was to y'all. Originally, I said, it was the first 3 days, whoever signs up for 72 hours, but I'm going to extend it. You mind? Do you mind doing that, Aquarius?
Oh,
All
sure.
right. Yeah, I'm going to extend it. So if you sign up for the masterclass workshop, you will still get the life report. So I just going to extend it. I didn't realize how important it is to y'all and how beneficial it is. I got mine years ago. Let me just show y'all the cover. Um, yeah, I got mine years ago. You know what's funny? What's funny about it is that in my life report, it says that yeah, this is thorough. You see up here, one of 42 pages. So my life report is 42. It's 42 thorough pages of information about each year of your life. It's absolutely amazing. So shout out to Aquarius Maximus for putting this together for everybody. Did you see it when I shared the screen? Did you even see it?
No,
Oh, I'm a little tired, y'all. Pardon me. I'm a little tired, y'all. I thought I shared the screen.
I
Ooh.
know how you feel. I'm like on the tail end of, so
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, but this is thorough, family, 42 pages. And it's very helpful. What's funny is in my life report, this year Aquarius Maximus said I will get a major wish of mine fulfilled, and I actually did get a major wish of mine fulfilled. So it's like pinpoint accuracy, like something I was waiting for a while. It did get fulfilled this year. So this is why I gave respects to all of the people out there with the ancient sciences, because it's so important. Yeah, got my ticket in my life report, opened my mind, a lot grateful. Indeed. So everybody who signs up, you will get a life report. Just take us, give her a couple of days. It takes time to do these things. So if you sign up today, you give her a couple of days, and she would definitely have it ready for you. But I'm extending it. And with that being said, we talked about the harvest season in terms of us being able to tap into who we are in these ancient sciences. One of the things that a lot of people, for some reason, we always hear about the politicians got astrologers and the rich people got all of these people helping them. It seems as though the conscious people I've met, a lot of them haven't been able to tap into financial abundance through the ancient sciences. So could you talk to me a little bit about improving your finances using these ancient sciences?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everybody has their own unique way of generating money, or manifesting money.
Mhm,
Yours is not going to be the same as someone else's, right?
mhm,
But we do transit as well. Every year you get to try on other people's cards. So, 1 year you may try on the card of, let's say, the Ace of Diamonds,
mhm,
and you're a great manifester that year. You're just making all this money. But then
mhm,
the next year you transit out of the Ace of Diamonds and you go back to
mhm,
yourself, and you may
mhm,
not be making as much money as you made that year,
mhm, mhm,
right? So that's why it's really important to like really learn the years and the progressions with cardology, because you can predict what's going to be a good money year for you. You absolutely can, like
mhm,
absolutely can. And just because you got a year where the cards look challenging doesn't mean it's not going to be a good money year. It just means that you may have to put a little bit more work
mhm,
in a particular area, but you could wind up making the most money during the most challenging years, you
mhm.
know? So the key is willpower, not giving up. That's the key. That's the key.
Being into these ancient sciences, how do you feel about free will versus destiny? What's your thoughts on that?
You know, it's I like to say that the free will part is the road to getting there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The destination is the destiny.
Mhm,
Like, you're destined to have certain destinations in your life, right?
mhm,
But you get to choose how you get there, how quickly, how slowly. You get to choose.
mhm,
And we spend our time, choices are creativity, right? And we spend so much time being so creative that sometimes we wind up making so many choices that don't even make sense, but they just take up a lot of time. And we may have been able to get to the place we were trying to get to a lot faster, but we made all of these other side choices, and we created all of this new karma. It's like, I
mhm.
like to there's a movie. What is the movie where he goes to Saturn? It's one of my favorite movies too. My son actually plays
Oh
the
man, I forgot. I know
it
what you're
plays
talking
the,
about though.
but he goes in the room and he sees all these different timelines playing
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
right? That's real.
Mm,
All
mm,
of the different timelines that are playing out represent all of the different choices you made and the strings of realities you created,
mm,
so they're all kind of like operating at the same time,
mm.
and you can throw yourself off. You can make it, how they say this, you could do this the easy way or the hard way.
Right, right.
So you can get to your destiny good. That's why the monks are, they're meditating 24 hours a day. They're like, I'm not gonna mess this up. I'm gonna get to my destiny real easy. I'm not going out here making no choices. I'm just gonna meditate. I'm gonna join a monastery until my time comes.
Mhm,
You know what I mean? But
mm,
then you got other people, they're like, I feel like I should be doing something to make this happen,
mhm,
and then they make a choice to go out and do this, go out and do this, go out and do that. and they create more obstacles for themselves. They
Mm-hmm.
create more battles. Now they're getting to their destiny and they got all these scars. So that's when you see the celebrity like, yeah, right. I lost my everything. I was sleeping in my car, and now they're a gazillionaire, right? But when they first got there, they lost everything,
Everything. Yeah.
right? Because they made all of these choices to whatever. So the number 9 comes into play, and like I said, in harvest, that's the number of fulfillment. And really, with 9. If you know that something really good is coming your way, you should just chill. You know what I mean? Like, you should do some spring cleaning, throw away everything, go in your house, throw away this, get rid of this bad relationship, get rid of this, all of that, right? And go with a clean slate, And then you got to wait. But see, that's going to test your faith, because now you're waiting, and humans don't like to wait. But really, that's what you're supposed to do. I was told some information about myself, that some things were coming my way, real big stuff. And you know what I said? I said, you know what? I'm going to spend the next couple of months in prayer. Did I do that? No, I didn't do it. I started doing stuff, and I made some mistakes, like I didn't have to do that. Like, I just made it harder for myself, But that's what we do, because we're humans and we're here to have the human experience.
Indeed.
We're here to do that.
I'm curious about and when I knew you was the truth, when I said, yo, sis know what she talking about. And I always just say it over and over again, is when you told me that about flooding in New York, and while I'm on the live with you, my basement begins to flood. And I'm like, well, this is too much of a coincidence. Like, she can't be that much on point. Like, how is anybody that much on point? You know what I'm saying? And then seeing your Instagram and you make all these predictions, I'm just curious, Cardology, is this something like, once the people take this class, are they going to be able to connect the dots on the events and things, Oh yeah, wow,
absolutely. That's what I want them to do.
That's dope.
I posted today, about the 5 of Diamonds week we had 2 weeks ago, and that was the week that woman crashed in California, and that was also the same week that Ann Hetch, she crashed in California. You know what I mean? Like, it was 2 big fiery crashes. And that was a 5 of Diamonds week. Well, a 5 of Diamonds has a 7 of Spades in Jupiter, and 7 of Spades is fiery crashes, in Jupiter. And it just so happened that both of them have very strong crash signatures in their own natal spread. So sometimes it could be a matter of timing. Like, when I know I have a particular card and I know the energy is real hot out there, I stay my behind still. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not going out today like that. I'm just gonna, focus on this or whatever, because I could avoid a major accident, by not going out there in that energy at this time, or focusing on something else. So, that's, unfortunately, that's how it is. It's like, nobody's exempt. I could get, there's certain times that I'm going to be more vulnerable. This week, I was crazy vulnerable. I have a 9 of Spades peak, which could also be illness. So I'm really susceptible to illness right now. And I caught a massive cold this week, right? Along with a lot of other people, because the United States has a 9 of Spades and Mercury. So I told everybody that day, a lot of your kids are going to be sick. A lot of you are going to be sick. You're going to have congestion. You're going to have this. You're going to have that. You're probably not going to want to go to school. Kids not going to want to go to school. Not going to want to go to work. My kids were home all week, and they were dealing with different levels of congestion. So, it's in the cards. It's there. You'll be vulnerable. And a lot of you know what to do, but people like, some people, we're like workaholics, you know what I mean? So when you're a workaholic, you ain't paying attention to the things you need to do to care for yourself so you don't get sick, So then a lot of us, we come down with some stuff. And this week it hit me,
This is an interesting question. See somebody ask you in the chat. What is a Maximus perspective on 42 names of God and working with certain angels that have dominion over certain things like wealth, protection, and insight?
Well, I definitely do believe in angels for
Mhm,
sure. In terms of 42 names of God, I always look at things like numbers. When you say the number 42, I'm sitting here saying, okay, what solar value is that? What card are we talking about? That's what I do in cardology. So when you give me a number, I can look up a solar value. It could tell me the card, and then boom, tells me everything I need to know about it. You know what I
mhm,
mean? So
mhm,
that's typically how I interpret something like that. Because I'm not quite familiar with that.
mhm,
But again, cardology is like my what do you call it? My translator. So somebody gives me a
mhm,
number, I'll look up, like for instance, let me see, what is the solar value? Let me pull up some solar values
mhm,
and I could tell you what card that is.
mhm,
And that's why cardology is so powerful, because something that you know completely nothing about, if you got a number on it and then you go look at the card, it tells you what that thing is about, what the energy is about.
mhm,
So that's why. So it's like interpreting numbers, giving numbers meaning. So solar value 42 is the three of spades. And so funny is that that's the United States Jupiter card for this year, right? So the
mhm,
three of spades it is about spirituality. It's about spiritual expansion. It's
mhm.
about an explosion, growth. It's about luck. That's a very lucky card. That's a very lucky number, 42.
42.
Very blessed.
Mm.
If you want more to come into your life, carry the number 42 with you, or carry
Ooh.
a three of spades with you. Yeah, that's another secret in cardology you'll learn from the class that we're going to take, the master class. What cards you want to carry with you to evoke certain energy.
Ah, okay. Wow, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's another. It's
So
card
you
magic.
walk around with a card on you?
I walk around with certain cards. Yes,
Oh,
I do.
that's dope. Wow.
Yes, I do. I told
Damn.
somebody
Never heard of
during some flooding. One year there was a big flood. I think it was in Texas.
that. Mhm.
And my god sister called me and she was like, man, she said, I really don't know what to do. This is really bad out here. And I told her to carry the eight of spades. I told her, go get a deck of cards and pull out the eight of spades and hold it with you, and you'll
Mm.
be fine. The eight of spades is one of those cards that's almost virtually indestructible. You know what I mean? So if you're holding that card and you got the willpower, you'll get through anything.
Wow, there's some interesting stuff here. Wow. So should we walk around like what if like and you saying that I guarantee you some rapper's gonna have jewelry now with
With
the eight
cards
with
on
their
it.
cards on it. You know what I'm saying? That's I know
Yeah.
y'all watching. What are y'all gonna have a chain soon? Watch. Y'all have
Yeah,
some gold jewelry.
Kehlani tattooed the 10 of clubs on the front of her. She is a 10 of clubs.
Oh yeah?
And she put a tattoo of the 10 of clubs right here.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That is truly interesting. Once again, fam, we having a good time talking. We got the masterclass September 3rd. You see that on the screen. For tickets, you can go to cardologymasterclass.eventbrite.com. For those who came in late, you will also receive a life report. If you sign up, and a life report is definitely something that is going to benefit you tremendously, and it's something that's going to help you understand this thing much, much, much more. So I want to thank her for offering that to the people on the channel and family. Yeah, so just be patient. Once you buy the ticket, give her a couple of days. We're gonna email you and ask for your name and your date of birth, and she will get that out to you. Like I said, it's thorough. It's just mine's just 42 pages. I don't know if everybody is the same, but mine's just 42 pages long. So these are thorough life reports, and anybody who signs up will get a life report with the masterclass. All right, so that's gonna be awesome. Um, there was another question I seen in the chat that what we're gonna do. We're not gonna be on here too long, family. So I'm gonna take a couple of your questions a little earlier than what I usually do, and I want Aquarius also to give a couple of readings because the people always love that. I want you to see how powerful she is with this cardology thing. So we'll do a couple of readings. We're gonna take a
And
couple of
this time
questions.
when you drop your birthday, put your age too, so I can look at your yearly spread, and I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you what's going on with you right now.
Okay, they're gonna like that. Yeah, so family, we're gonna have a good show. Helping a lot of people with this ancient science. Helping a lot of people with this ancient science. Let's see. Um, let's get to a question, family. What did sit mean? I don't understand. Do you
I
understand
think
this
you're
question?
trying to ask what does it mean to have. They must have
Oh, put an S
have
by
an ace
yeah.
of spades as your birth card. So if you're an ace of spades, then it's almost like being a super Scorpio, you know. So your life is transformational. Things are always changing around you. When you show up in people's lives, that means they're in the middle of a transformation. You are like the symbol of transformation. So when you show up, they're going through something. You know what I mean? So you're kind of there to help speed it up, but you may not even notice it. But I'm pretty sure you've noticed how you go to certain jobs and they're firing people, they're restructuring the company, they're changing floors, they're moving to another place. Well, you are the symbol of that. When you show up, change is about to go down in somebody's
Mm,
life.
mm. All right, interesting stuff, Kimmy. Interesting stuff, Kimmy. Somebody says, "Will you reach out by email for the life report?" Yes, I will. As soon as you sign up, I'm probably gonna hit you up and tell you to send me your birth date along with your name. And like I said, give us about 2-3 days with the life report, and we'll get it right back out to you. All right, family. It's gonna be worth it. You're gonna enjoy it. You're definitely gonna enjoy it. I gotta work that day. Will this be recorded? Yes, you're gonna have lifetime access to it. Like I said, this is something I wish I had the cassette. This is something you keep for a lifetime. This is something you keep. This is not like as a modern day mystic. This is what we value. Like some people collect hats. Some people got a jewelry collection. You should have a collection of when you get these readings or when you get this information, your books. This is precious to us. So yeah, definitely you will definitely have it for a lifetime. All right. Somebody said, what about accidents this week? I have seen a lot this week.
Well, this week is a seven of diamonds week. And today is actually a seven of clubs day. So today has accidents. Let's see, you had nine of clubs has accidents. That was 2 days ago. You got 10 of clubs day. That was 3 days ago, which also has accidents. The 10 of clubs hidden card is the seven of spades, which is the card of faith, but it's also the card of accidents. So when the seven of spades shows up, that's a card that can bring accidents, but it could also bring your wildest dreams. It just means that you need to not have negativity taking over your mind. No negativity. You can't be driving thinking bad things or mad, like running out on a seven of clubs, the day where there's a seven of spades and you're mad, because the seven of spades will have you not pay attention to the road. You know what I mean? So it's ruled by Uranus. It has some Uranian energy. So you'll be driving and your mind will be somewhere else. And next thing you know, you done smashed up behind somebody or through somewhere or something like that. So you got to be very, very careful on those days what your mind is at and what you're thinking.
Indeed. Shout out to Gregory for signing up. Definitely appreciate it. And you will definitely enjoy the masterclass and your life report, my brother. So shout out to Gregory for signing up. Somebody says, can you speak on the solar value of 33 and 88? These are numbers Alkebalon are saying are the algorithm right now. Peace.
Okay, so solar value numbers go up to 52. So what we do is if we go over 52, we subtract that. But we can look at 33, and amazingly, I believe 33 is the card of this week. Yes. So 30 solar value 33 is a seven of diamonds, which is the card of this week. Right?
That's impressive.
Yeah. So
So these are two people who are doing two different sciences and coming up with the same conclusion. He's saying that's the algorithm. She's saying that's the card of the week. That is amazing, family. And that's how you know that shit is real. So shout out to my brother Alkebalon for doing what he do. And shout out to Aquarius. You gotta what they call that, cross-reference. You cross-reference and you see them saying similar things, and you're like, okay, this shit is real. because they don't even know each other, and they saying the same thing with different sciences. So that's dope. I like seeing stuff like that. Me personally, I like seeing stuff like that. All right. Oh, this is a good question. Is there a specific set deck of cards we should have on hand for the masterclass?
No, you're going to be using the software, and each and every one of you are going to get you'll have access to the software that you need to be able to do the readings. Okay, so you're going to get some stuff. You're going to get some of my tools. I'm going to give you one of my ebooks, all of that, where you can have the charts where you could just pull it up. We don't use cards. You can use cards in cardology. Like when you use a playing cards, you're doing what's called a magnetic shuffle. So it's a magnetic shuffle, meaning you're going to shuffle and magnetically pull it up. But we have predetermined shuffles that we use. And the reason that we use it is because when you have a predetermined set of data, then that can be used scientifically, because it's something that you can go back to and say that, okay, that hasn't changed, and that's something that we look for in science. So it kind of proves it scientifically, the validity of it. So it's not just quote unquote random or spiritual or whatever. It's like literally there. If I tell you to go to the age 10 spread, that never changes. There's data there that is consistent, so that makes it, all of this stuff satisfies the logical mind. So your spiritual mind is cool, and in the tarot and stuff like that, and pictures and that will satisfy it. But the logical mind is always questioning it. And the reason why is because the logical mind is going by logic, right? Well, cardology fulfills that side. It's going to give you that logical side as well, that mathematic side. Said if it don't make it, if it, that math, it has to make, the math has to math. You're going to get that from cardology.
That math got to be mathing.
The math got to be mathing. That's what you get from cardology.
Family, just a reminder, we're not going to do too many readings tonight. The sister's just getting over a cold. So I'm gonna be considerate. We're not doing, because I see y'all sending a super chat. I don't want y'all to get mad at me if we don't get to all the names, but I'm gonna just start that now, since I just seen y'all was loading up the chat. So I'm gonna start it now. But family, if you're watching, we ain't gonna be here too long tonight. We'll probably be on here for about 30 more minutes. All right, family. So we're gonna try to get to a lot of names. Once again, before we start, family, we're talking about this masterclass that's going down big time, September 3rd. Everybody who's signing up is getting a free life report. You could go to cardologymasterclass.eventbrite.com. Let's get started with some of these readings. This brother is 419, 1997, 25 years old. And he says, I am living in my car. He had to add that in there for you.
Okay, so he is, hold on. So he is 419, hold on one second. 419, what year? 97. Y'all are having it kind of tough, 97, because that's my son's year, and he's having some challenges too. Sometimes it's all in a year, like a whole bunch of y'all will be the same year, and y'all be having some difficulties. So let's see. So you're 25, and you're a 2 of diamonds, right? And let's see what's going on. You're displacing the 10 of hearts. You got great cards, by the way. Super great cards. Some people think because of the challenging situations that they're in a bad space and they're not going anywhere. But what you fail to realize is that some of the best cards will bring those types of things. Like when you heard Steve Harvey, he had a 5 of hearts, which is one of the cards you have. He has that in Saturn for life. And one of the things he says is that he was sleeping in his car before he made it. Right before he made it really big, he was sleeping in his car. So this year you got a 5 of hearts in Venus. This is what I call the Cinderella card. But one of the things you got to understand about Cinderella is at the end of the day, she got her prince, she got her castle, but she started out scrubbing the floors. She had bad people, was like treating her bad, wicked stepmother, everything, right? And she somehow made it out of that situation by believing, by having faith. She made it out of that situation and she took off. So you telling me that you're sleeping in your car right now is telling me you're like 5 minutes away from taking off, right? So you need to, you got a 3 of diamonds in Mars. There's a lot of things that you want to do, a lot of hustles. You know, when we got a 3 of diamonds, we want to hustle this, we want to do this, we want to do that, right? And you very well can do it. However, you got an ace of diamonds here. So something was implanted in you to take and run with it. I don't know what it is, but there's something that you need to be taking and running with it. You know what I mean? Because that's going to be the very thing. Your transformation card is the 3 of clubs, so maybe it's something creative. I don't know, maybe it's something creative. Maybe you need to write. That's your magic this year too. Like you need to get a notebook and write down what you want. Write down what you want to manifest, because you got really strong manifesting powers right now, right? You also have a king of clubs in Pluto, and I'm going to tell you about the king of clubs. This applies to everybody. The king of clubs, it requires that you have to have your character straight. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that you want to do, as long as it's the straight and narrow, you're going to be successful and you're going to be supported, right? But if it's not the straight and narrow and it's not something you ought to be doing, then you could get into trouble. You know, you could be taught a lesson by the universe. But this is a big card. Another thing is, this card puts you in contact with important people. You see how you was chosen to get this reading? Well, the king of clubs opens the door for you. So you can get to important people like myself, like Brother Rich. Like you have that magic, you have that glow. But a lot of times when we're down on our luck, we don't want to step out and put ourselves out there because we feel like we're going to be judged. You know what I mean? But you don't know what's going on with anybody. You don't know if I'm down on my luck or someone else is down on their luck. You know, but the difference between us is that we know what's there for us and we're going to keep going regardless. And that's what you need to do. And the 5 of hearts is the card of homelessness, by the way. So sometimes when the 5 of hearts comes up, you're going to lose your home, or you might be in between homes, or you might be sleeping on someone's couch. But you got a 4 of spades in Neptune. There's somebody out there who would help you out. You don't have to be in that situation.
Rico, for $1.99, you got a hell of a reading, my brother.
You did. You got a whole.
God damn you ain't got to give him the reading for that long, but I guess the spirit moved you.
Yeah,
to do it.
he had to know that.
Yeah, he had to know that. So shout out to Rico, my brother. She said you're 5 minutes from taking off, my brother. 5 minutes, all right. So you stay strong, my brother. I'm gonna get to the ones who she asked for y'all to leave your age as well to make it easier for what he's trying to deliver. So if you left your age, and I'm just going in order. If you left your age and your birth date, I'm gonna just go like that. Once again, family, we're gonna be on here for about 20 more minutes. Aquarius is getting over a cold, so we're not gonna be in here too long tonight. But we want to deliver this powerful information on this magical day to y'all. All right, all my modern mystics out there. Let's get to the next one. Feminine masculine R1, and she is 8/26, 1981, and she is 40 years old.
8/26, 1981. 1981, and she is 40. Sorry, y'all, I keep mistyping. And we got 40. Ooh. I already feel the energy, and that's the thing too. When you pulling up the cards, you feel the energy coming in. Okay, so we were talking about the 8 of spades, so this just came up. So she's a king of hearts, right? And she's right with that name, feminine, masculine. She's a king of hearts. She's a king. We talked about that didn't we talk about that the last class?
Yeah, last show, yeah.
So she's a king. And the king of hearts is the performer. This is the king that is supposed to have the courage to put themselves out there and not care what people think about them. So this year you're displacing the 8 of spades. So that could be lots of obstacles, but you're given a superpower this year. Remember, I told you about the 8 of spades can overcome anything. Willpower. It's the card of willpower. So you can have anything you want, right? But first of all, you got to really be honest with yourself if that's what you want, right? because you're going to be tested, right? So if you're willing to go through the test and you're willing to go through the fire, you can have it, right? You're gonna have to fight for it. And sometimes, a lot of times, the Eight of Spades comes up. We got court cases, we got something we're fighting for, right? Or somebody's gonna challenge us, somebody's gonna step to us. We need to stand up for ourselves. That's what this card is about. It's about standing up for yourself as well, right? It's about learning about your power. But you have a Three of Hearts in Pluto this year, right? So you really got to figure out what do you want, number one. And the Three of Hearts is telling you to get outside of yourself, like get out, meet some new people, socialize. It's time to grow yourself. It's time to spread your wings. There's other people out there waiting for you. You might be so focused on somebody or some individuals that you're missing the real people who are out there for you, number one. And your transformation card is the Five of Clubs. So you may come out this year in a move. You're probably going to move. You've probably been thinking about that move. So it's going to happen, and you should, right? And you got a Jack of Diamonds in Jupiter. So you have an incredible amount of power to sell yourself or to sell a product. So if you had a business that sold something, you can make a lot of money this year.
Okay, all right. Let's get to the next one. Yeah, some of y'all left off the year. Oh yeah, I'm just we're gonna get to this one. Andrea 9/15/86. And this person is 36 years old.
So since your birthday is about to come, I'm going to look at next year. So how old is she said she is?
36.
So I'm going to look at 37. And she's 9/15, 1986. And she's 37, so I'm going to look at 38.
No, she's 36.
Oh, 36, I'm going to look at 37. Okay. So look at 37. Okay. So we got a nine of clubs here. And she's displacing the Five of Hearts. That Five of Hearts keeps coming up. Five of Hearts came up for the gentleman in the car, and it came up for you. So remember, I said that's the Cinderella card, right? So when I tell somebody you got a Cinderella moment possibly coming in your life, you got to think about what it is that you want, what it is that you would like to have, no matter how magical it may seem, no matter how unreal it may seem. You have to think about what it is that you want, and you need to go for it. You know what I mean? And you need to prepare for challenges. Prepare, know that it ain't going to be easy, but you can have it. And the Five of Hearts is going to bring you more freedom. So if you're in a relationship and that relationship is not going well, or you're dealing with people that you shouldn't be dealing with, then that Five of Hearts can separate you from people. It might separate you from your family for a while. You may decide to even go on a trip or vacation. So shortly after your birthday, you got a Five of Hearts right there. So you're going to go somewhere. You're either going to go on a trip, you're going to go on a vacation. It could be a sudden thing, or it could be a sudden desire to just leave, right? Your transformation card is the Ten of Clubs. So doors are opening for you, magical doors. You know what I mean? And doors open through people. So you need to be open to people out there. Like, you need to put yourself in good places. The Ten of Clubs is a proximity card. That's a royal card. It's like you don't want to be in a bad environment with a Ten of Clubs. It could hurt you. You want to be in a good place. You want to be around people that you look up to, that you value, because those people are going to open the doors for you to graduate on to a new level in your life.
Okay, all right. Let's get to the next one. Yeah, once again, I'm looking for birth dates and, well, the date.
And don't let what I say make you paranoid neither. You got a Five of Spades. So you might be like, oh my gosh, she said this is going to happen. This is going to happen. No, just think about all of the goodness that's trying to get to you and open your arms to receive it.
Okay, God's Honor 9/18/1987. And this person is 34 years old.
1987. That's another one that has a birthday coming up. So how old are they right now?
34.
So we want to look at 35. Because these are all these September babies, all these harvests.
Shout out to the Virgos.
Yeah. So this
Virgos.
is the illustrious Six of Clubs, the messenger. You always need to look out for messages. So coming up on 35, you got an Ace of Spades and Pluto. You're going through a major transformation.
Mm.
You're displacing the Jack of Spades, which is the card of the spiritual initiate. So I don't know if you're into any kind of spiritual systems or whatever, but people are going to be visiting you to get you to undergo some type of spiritual transformation or change, like some type of spiritual initiation. Your card of the year is going to be the Ace of Clubs. So be curious, be like a baby. You don't know nothing, so this is about you learning, right? And you developing a plan for the future too, because everything's coming together to make your plan for the future. Your transformation card is the Eight of Diamonds. That's huge. So if you allow yourself to go through the transformations that you need to go through, if you allow spirituality to come into your life, then you got a big place in the sun, like the sun shining on you. That's like some type of either a promotion or huge position or fame or something. You have that coming down the line. This is a faded time for you. So pay attention, pay attention to all the signs, be a good person, just be in alignment, and everything is going to work out for you in a major way.
All right. Family. The next one is Sonia. And Sonia is Sonia, you didn't leave the your year.
It's funny because
Yeah, she didn't leave a year.
okay, so I'll just tell a little something about
Okay.
her birthday. So she's April 22nd. So she is a Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs. All right. So let's see what's going on with the Queen of Clubs in the United States this year. We got that Nine of Spades environment, right? So this is a good time for you to finish something. Queen of Clubs have problems with procrastination, right? And remember, I was just talking about the nines earlier when I talked about the ninth month, the harvest season. So if there's something that you've been working on that you need to finish, you need to finish it. You need to launch it. Don't be a perfectionist. It doesn't have to be perfect. This could be a big launch for you on something, on some level. So you want to get things cracking before September, because September could be pretty nice for you. It could be some type of paperwork you need to finish or something you need to complete that's going to bring some money in for you. So you want to get on it like now.
Indeed, indeed. All right, Sonia. The next one is the Aquarius Theory, and this person is on February 7th, 1992, and they are 30 years old.
Okay, so we got a February 7th, 1992.
Yeah.
That was a big year for me. And they are 30 years old. Okay. See what's going on for them. We got a Five of Spades. Okay. And displacing the Ace of Spades. So yeah, for you, a big major transformation. There's probably like a couple of things that you're working on that can really like pop for you. You know what I mean? You're displacing the Ace of Spades. So I'll tell you this, you are Mars to the Ace of Spades. So that means like new work, new projects and stuff like that. That could also mean paranoia, right? So a lot of Five of Spades, when they get this Ace of Spades energy, they tend to think that something is wrong, like, oh my God, they get paranoid. So you'll be able to sense things. You're very sensitive right now to the environment. Like earthquake sensitive. Like you literally could be like, if you tuned in, you like could predict the next earthquake. That's how sensitive you are.
Wow.
Right. But you want to put your boundaries out because you want to tune that out. Nobody needs to be walking around on eggshells on earth. You know what I mean? Like you want to do things to tune out all of that extra energy so that you can focus on the success that you're supposed to have. You got a Two of Diamonds in Saturn. So you have the opportunity to have a major partnership. Somebody wants to work with you. They're out there. They're waiting for you to show up. Right. And it's not going to be easy to get to them. But when you do get to them, it could potentially be a lot of money. right? You also got a 5 of clubs in Uranus, and your transformation card is a 5 of diamonds. So you likely may have a move as well, right? And your first move might not be permanent. You might be a little bit indecisive on where you're going to go. You might wind up going 2 places before you finally wind up at the final place that you're going. Let's see. And your supportive card is the 4 of hearts. So your soul family is calling you. You know what I mean? And a lot of us, our soul families are calling us. That's why we're being reshifted around so that we could be closer to our soul families. So there's somebody waiting for you. So you may think that you're lonely, or you may think that whatever, but once you go through this transformation, you got a community of people around you somewhere that you're going to be a part of.
Indeed. All right. Let's get to the next one. Kenya is 10/18/2001, and she is 20 years old.
10/18. Hold on, y'all. Okay. 10/18/2001. And she's 20.
Yes.
So I mean, she's got a birthday coming up too. Fairly quickly. You said she's 20. But I'll look at, she got a little bit more time. I feel like she needs to look at what's going on right now too. So she's my card, high card twin. High card twin. And she also, her card of the year was the 5 of spades. So she may have already moved or had a move. But this year she was displacing her Neptune card, her 10 of diamonds, right? And that is huge. And you got a 9 of hearts and Pluto. So number one, you really is supposed to be focused on what it is you want. That is the wish card. That is a magical wish card, right? But it's in Pluto. So you might have negative thinking. You know, there may be some type of negative thinking that's preventing you from thinking you can get what you want. You know what I mean? And your P card is a 10 of diamonds. So you got to put yourself out there. You know, so if you're working on something, like there's something that you want to do, it's going to require you putting yourself out there. And that's very hard for 4 of clubs. I know y'all see me put myself out here now, but I didn't do that for a very long time. You know, we kind of like to stay in the shadows, but you got to come out. Part of your success is going to be putting yourself out there, allowing people to see and hear you, you know, to be present, to show up, you know. So all of these things are going to be the formula for some big success for you. Your transformation card is the 9 of spades. What did I say about the 9 of spades? I said September, you know, so something that you're looking for could come for you in September, but you got to do the work. You got to put yourself out there. You can't be scared. You got to put the light on you. You got to step into the light. You got to speak up. You got to do all of these things. You got to do all of these King of Hearts things so that people see you, because people tend not to see the 4 of clubs. I know you see me now, but I had to do a lot to be seen. People tend not to see us. We got this cloak of invisibility, you know? So you might think that somebody snubbed you, but they just didn't see you. So that means you gotta speak a little louder. You gotta step up a little more. You got to be like, hey, how you doing? I'm so-and-so. I want to do this. I had to do that today. I was at an event today, and I was just sitting there, and everybody's pointing at me. You need to say something. You need to say something. So I put my hand up, got up and said something. If I hadn't said what I said, then this person would not have connected with me. You know what I mean? So you got to step up. You got to step out.
Okay, all right, Kenya. Before we continue, family, we're gonna be on here for about 10 more minutes. Once again, like I said, Sister Aquarius is just getting over cold, so we're not gonna be on too long tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Once again, if you're coming in late, we're all gearing up and getting ready for the Cardology Masterclass. It's going to be awesome. It's happening September 3rd, and it's from 1 to 6 p.m. It's going to be a 5-hour masterclass. You know, we go a little over sometimes. Who knows what might happen? But you could go to cardologymasterclass.eventbrite.com. And for those who sign up, you will also get your life report emailed to you after you sign up. I will contact you via email and get your birth date and your name. And Aquarius will send out a life report, which is very beneficial each year in your life. For the last 2 years, I've been 2 years. I've read my year just to determine about, and get a sense of what's coming up. So it's definitely, it's real good. It's life changing. So shout out to everybody who signed up. You will definitely benefit and learn a lot from the life report and also the masterclass that's happening. And with that being said, let's
I
get
wanna
back
I wanna
to,
give a little tip to y'all, because I
yeah,
feel like a lot of y'all, there's some things that you want and some things that you desire. And I just want to give you a little tip. Sometimes there are things that we want, things that we desire. Let's say, for instance, we got this inkling that we're gonna win the lotto, right? So then we go out and we play and we don't win. What do 99% of the people do? They stop,
stop playing.
right? But if
Mm.
you got an inkling that you were going to win,
You ain't
you
stopping.
continue to play. You don't
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
until you win.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're talking about now. If you have an inkling that's been fostering in you for some time, right? And even better, you actually been doing the work. And what I mean by doing the work, if you get an inkling that you're going to win the lotto, right? Put a little oomph to it. So do what I did last month with a group of our friends. I drove to another state, you know, put a little oomph. That's the 8 of spades. The 8 of spades is putting a little willpower, putting that extra oomph to it, And I noticed that sometimes when I'm manifesting something and it happens, I put a little to
Yeah.
it, like I could feel it,
Yeah.
And I'm, when you're working out and you're trying to get over that last, and it hurts, and you just,
Yeah.
and you get over it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 8 of spades. So sometimes you have to put some willpower to manifest this thing. Like, you need to feel it, And like I said, there's a lot of harvests that are coming in September. So I want you to be some of the ones that get it. So you got to be clear about what it is. You got to be consistent, and you got to work towards it. Work towards it every day. Work towards making that thing a reality. And I'm telling you, it will happen.
That was some good advice right there, y'all. Hope y'all really listen right there. That was some real good advice. Putting a little to what you want to manifest, and that I concur that helps a
That's
whole
why
lot.
I'm gonna give you another little secret. So the 8 of spades is the card of the orgasm,
8 of
right?
spades.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's why people, when they do that sex magic, that's what they're doing, right? That orgasm becomes the
Oh.
So it describes the same energy that needs, it doesn't have to be an orgasm now, but it describes the same energy. Like, you literally need that fight to get that thing to happen. You know what I mean? And get consistent about it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get to probably get to two more. This next one, Peace and Love. Peace and Love was born on September 29th, 1975, and this person is 46 years old. Peace and Love with the flower as the avatar. All right.
1975.
I'm gonna share the link also in the chat. Once again, for those who are interested in signing up for the masterclass, sharing the link in the chat for y'all.
And they are 46, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we got here a 8 of hearts displacing the 7 of spades, and have a 2 of diamonds and Pluto. What I was talking about harvest really applies to you, because the harvest moon is going to be a 2 of diamonds. The last full moon in Aquarius was a 2 of diamonds. So you should have been looking at some opportunities to partner, maybe meet up with people or whatever. You got an 8 of spades in Venus too, which is willpower, So if there's something that you're trying to manifest, you need to pull away from maybe your sexual energy, because that 8 of spades can be very sexual. 2 of diamonds can be very sexual, but pull away from that so that you could focus on the financial benefit, or the money benefit. Your transformation card is today, the 7 of clubs. So you're supposed to get transformational information, which I'm giving you right now.
Ooh, today.
Right? You're supposed to be listening to everything we're talking about right now, because it applied to you, right? You got a 5 of diamonds pushing you forward. So that's you needing to shift your spaces. The 5 of diamonds is like, you could be in a place where it's not conducive for you to make money. or it's not conducive. It's not bringing in. You only know. If you're in a space where money is flowing, then you're in the right space. If you're not, you need to move. You got a 10 of spades in Jupiter. So, and you also got a king of clubs in Uranus. So there could be some recognition coming down the line. Like if you, when what's supposed to happen happens for you, like, oh, matter of fact, you get ready to have a birthday too. But if something happens for you, you're going to be like, you're going to be thinking about Brother Richard's show forever. You're going to be like, this is it. Because you got him with the card of recognition, in your future. So, your environment is a 7 of hearts too. So I was right about the love. Like, you got to put your boundaries down right now. This is not a year for lovey-dovey relationships and stuff for you. This is a year for success for you. You know how they tell certain, I don't know what kind of athlete it is, but there's an athlete, they tell them not to have sex when they get ready to do whatever they do.
The boxers,
right? So that's you right now. That's
Mm.
you. All your energy needs to be focused on achieving something that you want to achieve. And that means you're going to have to tell people, no, I'm not available. You put people to the side. You got to get your priorities right for this thing to manifest for you.
And shout out to Aquarius for these are some amazing readings. Sister's just getting over a cold, like I said. Y'all can show the sister love on her Cash App. The Cash App is $Mystic Cards. All right. And I named the show Path of the Modern Mystic. I didn't even know that was the name in her Cash
The
App.
card, Cash App. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, so everything is in alignment. But make sure you show the sister some love. We're gonna get to a couple more. There was let me look for this real quick, y'all. And there's a lot of y'all that learn, even if you don't get your reading, you learn from just hearing other people's readings. So I'm paying close attention to all of this because we're in a world where we're constantly in relationships. We're constantly talking to other people. So this is helping you understand your neighbor, your friend, your family, your sister, your brother. So it's real transformative, man. Like I really love these type of shows.
And this is magnetic. This is the law of attraction. So if you're hearing this, it applies to you in some way.
Interesting. Very interesting. Damn, this chat room is booming, y'all. I'm trying to get to the yes, I didn't leave. Some of y'all didn't leave them. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second.
There's a lot of 52s. Let me go to this age 52.
Okay.
And this age 52 is really important to me because my kid's father was age 52 in January. He passed away. Age 52 is a God year in cardology. It's a very critical junction in your life, right? So you, number one, got to make the changes that you know you need to make, whether it's health, whether it's whatever, you got to make those changes at age 52 because you're about to be reborn as an Ace of Hearts, right? So age 52 is, because it's a God year, it is an opportunity to exit. You know what I mean? So if you don't do what you need to do, then that's a possibility. So a lot of people pass away at age 52, but they don't have to. There's usually a choice. It's usually a karmic choice. But this is also a God year. So this is supposed to be like your peak year. You know what I mean? So you're supposed to be doing godly things this year, and that could be putting yourself out there, meeting new people that are important, being around important, raising your environment, raising your consciousness, becoming a higher being, becoming a doctor, becoming a spiritual leader. This is your year where you step to that point, where you step to ascending to leadership, right? So the pressure is really hard on you this year. You'll experience a tremendous amount of pressure, perhaps some depression, perhaps some sadness. And if you're in that place in your age 52, it's absolutely essential that you go to a spiritual person, you get a reading, you go here, you go there, you go to decide what your fate is going to be, because you get to decide it.
Okay, all right, let's get to this next one. KJ the Great, and he is October 25th, 1988, and he is 33 years old.
So that means that he is in a 7 of diamonds year, which is this week. So this week was very important to him as well. Hold on 1 second. This was about, this year for you is about investing in yourself, put money in you, raising your self-worth, raising your, asking for more money on the job, charging more if you got a business, and creating more value. So, so people will give you more money. So let's see. October 25th. So you are a let's see here. You are a 10 of hearts. You are Michael Jackson and Samuel Jackson. So
Man.
Michael Jackson and Samuel Jackson. And what's his name? What's his name? Lil Tucci now. What's his name? Lil Wayne. 10 of
Mhm.
hearts. So you're
KJ, I
just
want KJ. I wonder if his last name is Jackson because it's KJ. I'm
yeah, you got these Jacksons.
wondering.
Yeah, well, you're displacing the King of Diamonds. That is September. So again, harvest season is in effect for you as well. Your card of the year is a 10 of diamonds. So you may have been concerned with some large amount of money. You may have wanted to make a large amount of money. Your environment is the 7 of clubs, uh, Brother Rich, and your transformation card is the 8 of hearts. So, and you also got a King of clubs in Jupiter. So you're supposed to be going big. Going big in whatever you do, because you got so much Jupiterian energy here, right? However, you got a 7 of clubs in Pluto and a 7 of spades in Mars. So other people in your life may not have seen what you saw. You know what I mean? So you could go to somebody and say, hey, I'm doing this, and they could have something snide to say, or they're not supportive or something negative to say, right? Because I don't see a lot of support for your goals like that. So you're like, you got to just do it. You know what I mean? Regardless, like there would be people that would have negative things to say, and you would let that negativity stop you from doing what you're doing, and you can't. You also have a King of Hearts reward, right? So you got so much performing stuff, so much musical. When you displace the King of Diamonds, you want to make beats, you want to play music. The King of Diamonds is very musical. It's not just about finances. It's also about creativity and writing. However, the secret with the King of Diamonds is treating people right. It has a 6 of hearts in Mercury. So good customer service, or treating the people. Don't burn your bridges, because there's going to be somebody, or there are people that you could go back to that you may need later on. So that's the secret with the King of Diamonds, like treating everybody, like calling up somebody, say, hey, if somebody got some work from you, calling up somebody and checking on them and say, hey, how'd you like that work I did? I'm working on this. You want to get this too? Guess what? King of Diamonds, they'll do it. So it's getting more value out of the people that you work with. That's what a King of Diamonds does. A King of Diamonds makes sure their customers are taken care of, right? So that they can go back to their customers and sell to their customers. So you want to do that. You also have a 7 of hearts in the moon position. So you want to make sure that your emotions are in check. The 7 of hearts in the moon position could be really hard. Like you can really, really, really fall hard and get in an emotional funk over somebody, but you want to put boundaries on your emotions. You want to keep your emotions in check. You want to do a lot of emotional work and flushing out emotions, because that can mess with your money. But you got this 8 of hearts transformation. Like literally you could walk out. You're supposed to be walking out of this year with like a group that you have power with. You know what I mean? Like you got this group, like people who follow you, or people who support you in your business or whatever, and they'll go with you anywhere. So that's why it's so important this year that you take care of people.
Okay, let's get to the last one. Kimberly. Uh, I'm the so-called. Yeah, Kimberly, my fault, Kimberly. I thought you was out there trolling, man. All right, my fault, Kimberly. Kimberly's November 26, 1975. And Kimberly is 46 years old.
1975. 46. So we got a 7 of hearts. We were just talking about the 7 of hearts. She's displacing the 8 of hearts. We were talking about a lot of 8 of hearts energy. That's a lot of healing energy, by the way. So you're displacing the 8 of hearts, right? And you only got a couple of more months to go, but I hope you've been having fun, because that's what the Eight of Hearts is. The Eight of Hearts is a license to have fun. You know what I mean? To enjoy yourself, to be social, to go out to social events, right? Because when you go out to social events, you can make clients, you can bring in business partners too. It's just not just social events. Um, Your card of the year was a Jack of Diamonds, and you got a 10 of Diamonds reward and an Ace of Clubs Pluto. So I hope that there's something that you're working on, like a product, a website, an app, an idea, because it has money attached to it. But the Jack of Diamonds is about pitching yourself. It's about the pitch, you know? So if you're trying to get money for something, you need to be learning about how to pitch your ideas for money, how to sell your ideas, how to do a elevator pitch, right? And not only that, you need to be doing that elevator pitch everywhere you go out and you at a party. Hey, I started this, or I got this, and this is how it goes. And that's what you need to be doing. But the Jack of Diamonds and that 10 of Diamonds, you got a Queen of Diamonds transformation card. That's October. So by October, you could have some pretty good money off of something. Like you could get some capital in for somebody very important, like an investor or something, if you got something going on. So my suggestion is you get to it, because this harvest season is looking really nice for you financially.
Indeed. All right. So we're about to wrap it up, family. I want to thank shout to King Simon. Seeing King Simon posting the links. For the masterclass family that's going down. If you liked what you seen just now and heard, man, that ain't nothing when it comes to September 3rd. This masterclass is going to be off the hook, family. We're going to learn so much. She's going to teach us how to carry around cards. You're going to have everybody walking around with cards in their pocket and shit now in their wallet. You know what I'm saying? Family members going to be like, what are you doing? Be like, yo, hey, I'm trying to manifest a certain energy. So I can't wait. I'm excited about September 3rd. Family, the link for the masterclass is Cardology Masterclass.eventbrite.com. That's where you got to go. Everybody who signs up is getting a life report as well, courtesy of Aquarius Maximus. So I want to thank her for offering that. Once you sign up, give us a couple of days to get it back to you. I'll email you and get your email from you, and we'll send it to you in a couple of days. So just be patient. A couple of days, you'll have the life report, and you'll be able to review it and be ready for the masterclass on September 3rd. With that being said, anything else you want to share with the people before we get out of here?
Somebody just asked about the polarity of cards, that they could be negative or positive. They actually have both, you know? So if you're deciding that you want to hold on to a card, understand that you're pulling all the karma that comes with that card. You know, so that's why, you know, when I tell people to hold a card, I don't tell them to hold it forever. You know what I mean? I'm like, just hold it for the moment to do what you need to do for the moment. And then you might want to chuck it. You know what I mean? Because you're holding a card, you know, you could be holding in Eight of Spades, and then, you know, then you get home, somebody want to argue with you, fight with you with the Eight of Spades. You know what I mean? So you want to learn how to utilize these things for the moment, for what you need them for. You know, so that's the magic.
Indeed. Something I want to. People still asking. Yeah, you will have lifetime access to the masterclass. Everybody who signs up, you will have lifetime access to the masterclass. The link works forever, and I will also send everybody the file. Give me some time to send you the file, but the link, you'll have that immediately after the masterclass. You have that link. You can watch it immediately after, repeat it all you want. And then I will send y'all the actual file also as well. So you will have the link forever, and you'll have the actual file. You could put it on an external drive if you want. You could put it on a hard drive, wherever you want to put it. You put it and you save it and you keep it forever, family. This is not something that you get rid of. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a lifestyle. To be a modern mystic, this is a lifetime commitment, y'all. It don't end. It don't end till this light, till we transition out of here, and we're still on a journey somewhere else in another realm. Yep. So we're gonna take this with us. I want to thank everybody. See, they're saying I like to sign up, but I can't be there at that time. It's all good. It's all good. You're gonna have, like I said, you're gonna have lifetime access to it. So it's all good. All right. The workshop is going to be live. The masterclass is going to be live, and it's going to be I don't know what you mean by interactive. I don't want y'all to think, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see everybody's face or something like that, but it will be live. She will take Q&A at the end, so you will be able to get your questions answered. But I don't want to say yes with every action and then you'd be disappointed. But it will be live. She will take Q&A at the end. So yeah, that's what it is. Let me just make sure y'all got any more questions before we get out of here about this class. Where do we get those small cassette tapes from? I don't know. Mine's is old. Like I got my reading from Myra in 2005, so I just got it from 2005. I'm sure Amazon might have them. Thank you to God's Honor for signing up. God's Honor just signed up. All right, family. So listen, we're getting out of here. Aquarius, get well, my sister. Make sure you drink your tea.
Yes, I'm getting ready to do right now.
Get your rest. Thanks for still doing the show tonight. Thank you for everybody who signed up during the show. And we'll see you soon. She'll probably be back on next week, family. We're gonna have another dynamite conversation next week. With that being said, thank you for everybody who's watching. Brother Richard Aquarius Maximus. Peace.